Coming up next, it's a Myron Schimmelman Productions punishment match. Six-man tag between the Toxic Table and the Texas Hangmen with special guest villain, Terry Funk.
I feel like a kid at Christmas. Oh boy, is this great!
The following six-man no-rules Texas Time Bomb contest is to out of 3 falls with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing Bell Unlimited, Hometowns, and Combined Weight Unknown. Here are AJ Hawk, Austin Connor, and Ty Schmidt, the Toxic Table.
Alright, for those of you that are uninitiated, a Texas Time Bomb no rules match means 2 out of 3 falls. No rules, obviously, but the time bomb factor comes in that you only have a count of 10 on the outside instead of the usual count of 20. Half the time in which to mess around on the outside. And if you get counted out, you're gone.
Boy, when Myron wants to get even with you, he doesn't fool around. And he's been fuming since the Toxic Table joined up with Welfare Popeye.
And it's the kind of match that totally favors Terry Funk and the Hangmen. Can't say I remember the Toxic Table doing many hardcore matches of any kind. I think we're about to see the Toxic Table get totally slaughtered.
Fine by me. Won't catch me crying any tears for those bums.
And their opponents, first from the Lone Star State, at a combined weight of 630 pounds, Killer and Psycho, the Texas Hangmen.
I want everyone to know the boys hooked this one up themselves with absolutely no help, no advisement, no guidance from me whatsoever. Killer and Psycho, on their own initiative, involved in this particular matchup against the Toxic Table. I guess well to the benefit of Myron. Doing him a favor, but hey, again, I had nothing to do with it. Killer and Psycho hooking it up with Terry Funk for this matchup, and man, this is gonna be good. I hope the Toxic Table had their Wheaties this morning.
We've seen him perform pretty well, especially as a 3-man unit, but against the Texas Hangmen and Terry Funk, they're not gonna win, and they'll be damn lucky to survive it, period.
And best of 3 falls. They'll be lucky to score even just one.
And their partner from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 230 pounds, the hardcore legend, Terry Funk.
A flippin' chainsaw. Well, now I've pretty much seen it all from the bunker. Lucky for the Toxic Table, Terry Funk isn't allowed to use that thing in a match.
Well, technically, he could, but the moral implications of allowing such a thing would make the company look really, really bad.
Johnny, you win the internet tonight. That was the best one yet. Terry Funk. Yeah, he is definitely not allowed to use that thing. We could not. Society frowns on that kind of conduct. But, nonetheless, Terry Funk gonna do everything but tonight. And this 6-man no rules Texas Time Bomb, 2 out of 3 falls, 30 minutes. This is gonna be insane. Alrighty, AJ Hawk and Killer starting this one off. Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. They lock it up. Killer whips AJ Hawk into his team's corner. There's a kick. AJ Hawk counters with an elbow, gets out of the corner. Double choke lift, but an elbow from Killer. Breaks that up. A cheap shot from the Funker. Killer taking advantage of it. There's a shot to the back to AJ Hawk. Whip right back into the corner. Here comes Terry Funk on the tag. Look out. It's about to get crazy. They are just...
AJ Hawk already being picked apart.
Oh, wow. They just pummeling the hell out of AJ Hawk. Terry Funk takes over. Oh, man. Oh. Just drops the arm on AJ Hawk. A quick couple of jabs from Terry Funk. Oh, man, and a hard left. Drops AJ Hawk like a stone. And here comes Killer again. Rounds up AJ Hawk. Whips him back into the corner one more time. Here's Terry Funk again. The team working very efficiently right here. Oh, man. Just slam. AJ Hawk center ring. Terry Funk in control of things now. AJ Hawk whipped to the ropes. Terry Funk with a back body drop on AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk in big time trouble right here. Terry Funk up on the top turnbuckle, but Boston Connor comes in on the tag. Terry Funk right there to meet him. Kick to the midsection. And the Funker nails him with the DDT. Boston Connor starting off on the bad foot right away. As the Funker goes after Tosh Smith, hangs him up off the top rope too. There's his attention back to AJ Hawk. Boston Connor on the outside dealing with Psycho. There's a backbreaker. Here comes Killer again on the tag. Oh man, it's already gotten chaotic. Oh. Killer whips to the rope, drop toe hold from Boston Connor. Connor covers, goes for the pin, one. But only just a one. Rebounds off the ropes. And there's a flying punch that takes Boston Connor down. Here's a pin attempt. 1, 2. Nope. Straight not. Boston Connor still way too fresh. Killer with a kick to the midsection and a neck breaker. Boston Connor catching it from all sides over here, trying to battle his way out of the corner. There's a kick to the midsection and a DDT. As Boston Connor beats it out of town and turns it over to Tosh Schmidt. Killer back up on his feet. Catches a right, a left, and another right from Tosh Schmidt. Schmidt whips him to the ropes. Ducks under. Killer puts on the brakes. Another combination, but a headbutt from Killer. Tosh Schmidt whipped to the ropes. Hard shot to the midsection. Killer rounds him up again. There's a clothesline. And here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. I'll tell you what, man, the Texas Hangman and Terry Funk working very well against the Toxic Table. And so far the punishment match is taking firm hold. The punishment has taken definite hold right here. Killer with knees to Tosh Schmidt. Tosh Schmidt sinks into the corner. Oh man, there's a boot right to the chest. A set of stomps. A rebound off the ropes. And a face wash. Man, Boston Connor's taking a beating.
Poor kid. Ty Schmidt just can't get out of that corner.
Boston Connor shoved back into the corner again. Kick to the midsection and another neck breaker. Ty Schmidt taking a beating as Terry Funk comes in on the tag. Man, this one's been good. Except for the Toxic Table, it has not been very good at all. A heel hook stretch. Locked in by the Funker on Tosh Schmidt. Funk jumps to the outside, rallying the troops here in San Antonio, and they love Terry Funk down here, man. Funk going under the ring. It's about to get crazy. AJ Hawk, the legal man in the ring here. Brings in Killer the hard way. Terry Funk gets a hold of him. And hard right takes down AJ Hawk hard. A fist drop from the Funker. Here comes Psycho. Oh man. A rebound off the ropes and a flying kick right to the face of AJ Hawk. Killer is still on Dream Street. Just snapped out of it. Gets himself out of the equation here. No, wait a minute. We got a double team up. Oh, here. Man, double flapjack to AJ Hawk. The Texas Hangman. On a roll here. And here comes Tosh Schmidt again. Psycho charges, drives a knee into the head of Tosh Schmidt, goes after AJ Hawk, whips AJ Hawk over the top rope to the outside. Tosh Schmidt whips Psycho to the corner. There's a running splash from Tosh Schmidt, taking Psycho down to the mat. And for the first time, the advantage is turning over to the Toxic Table. Tosh Schmidt coming in here with a chair. Psycho quickly disarms him and quickly goes for a pin attempt. One. Tell you what, man, I'm impressed with the Texas Hangmen this evening. The Toxic Table trying to battle back here, and it's not looking too good. There's a floating overhand right from Ty Schmidt. He turns his attention to Killer. There's a shot, and then Enziguri takes him down. Terry Funk steps back. Psycho with a spinning back fist turns it over to Terry Funk on the tag. The Funker with a double axe handle to Ty Schmidt. Ty Schmidt rounded back up by the Funker. Terry Funk escorts him to the corner, head first into the turnbuckle, goes Ty Schmidt. Headlock punch. Double axe handle to the back from Terry Funk. Here's a pin attempt. One. Well, A.J. Hawk right there to break it up. Oh, this one's been really, really good. Terry Funk. Oh, A.J. Hawk gave him a parting shot. Oh, man. Ty Schmidt with a pretty nice monkey toss to Terry Funk, and he's going for a cover. One. But, just the one, says Willie Johnson. Ty Schmidt with an impressive little move right there, takes down Terry Funk and snaps the leg for good measure. Well, that was well done. As Boston Connor comes in on the tag, Terry Funk right there to greet him, whips him to his team's corner. Boston Connor tried to battle his way out. Terry Funk breaks it up. Back suplex. And here comes Texas Hangman Killer. A chokey right to the throat, but Boston Connor quick with the counter, rebounds off and crashes into absolutely nothing. Oh man, Killer whips him to his team's corner. He's got Boston Connor. Boston Connor counters and escapes the corner, catches a cheap shot from Psycho. Boston Connor trying to battle his way out of that corner. There's a DDT to Killer. Boston Connor decides he's had enough. He's going to go over to A.J. Hawk. A.J. Hawk rounded up by Killer. Counter whipped into the corner. Killer puts up both boots and backs up. A.J. Hawk gets a hold of him. Whips him right back into the corner again. Here comes Terry Funk again. Oh man, what a team. Oh,
Yikes. What a double team.
Terry Funk on fire here. Hangs up Boston Connor off the top rope. A.J. Hawk misses the grapple. The Funker turns him around with a hard right hand into a headlock and a headlock punch. Down goes A.J. Hawk. And here comes Psycho on the tag. The Texas Hangman and Terry Funk dominant in this matchup against the Toxic Table. Speaking of tables, oh now look at that right there. Oh, Psycho rolls back inside the ring. A.J. Hawk trying to fire himself up. There's a clothesline, a wrist clutch clothesline, a quick step over from A.J. Hawk. A second one. Another deft step over. And another clothesline. A.J. Hawk with the tripleta right here. Here's a cover. One. No, just one. Psycho rounded up by A.J. Hawk and suplexed. And I'll tell you what, the Toxic Table, they are pretty competent, but they have not been doing too well in this matchup. Into the corner goes A.J. Hawk. Here comes Terry Funk on the tag. And a double team incoming for A.J. Hawk. Little high five right here. Little fist bump, little rebound off the rope, double headbutts. Oh, as Terry Funk assumes control for Team Texas. Oh, man. Oh, nasty neck breaker from the Funker. Here's a cover center ring. But Ty Schmidt rolling in like the cavalry just in the nick of time. A.J. Hawk whipped to the corner. Funk slams his head into the turnbuckle. Terry Funk trying to take away the arm of A.J. Hawk. Terry Funk would probably do it easier if he had that chainsaw. A.J. Hawk catching a beating in the corner here as Terry Funk will not let him go. Oh man, Funker Got AJ Hawk by the trunks. He's got him up vertical suplex center ring. Almost caught that chair. Willie Johnson can't do much about it. No disqualifications here. Funker with the DDT. Dropping AJ Hawk right on the top of his dome. Terry Funk all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Look out, here he comes. Boom, beautifully done. He goes for the pin. But Boston Connor breaks up the pin on Terry Funk. AJ Hawk whip back into the opposing team's corner. And here comes Killer. There's a kick to the midsection. A right that spins around. Ooh, AJ Hawk quick with the counter. Gets a hold of Killer. Whips him to the toxic table's corner. There's a cheap shot from Ty Schmidt. Boston Connor comes in on the tag. AJ Hawk and the Hamburglar working together pretty well here. Oh, a neck breaker. The Killer. Killer rounded up by Boston Connor. A counter whipped into his own team's corner. Killer debating where he's going to go next. Decides AJ Hawk is it. Goes back to Boston Connor, turns him around in the corner. Sets him up on the middle rope. Calf kicking off. Double boot stomp right to the chest. Another pin attempt. 2 out of 3 falls. We still haven't had one yet. Man. Killer whips Boston Connor to the corner. A hard shot. Here comes Terry Funk again on the tag. Connor whipped and again. Terry Funk on fire. One more time. Goes after AJ Hawk. Tries to go after Ty Schmidt. Determined to go after Ty Schmidt. Boston Connor tags him with a shot. Terry Funk gets a hold on Boston Connor. Whips into the ropes. There's a back body drop to Boston Connor and a kick to the back from Terry Funk. The Funker just out of control here. Goes under the ring. Comes back up with another chair. And, just brain Boston Connor. Boston Connor quickly back up. Catches a running DDT from Terry Funk. What a match we have had here so far. Heel hook stretch locked in by the Funker. Oh, man. Boston Connor in a lot of pain. And here comes Killer again. Texas Hangman Killer gathers up Boston Connor. Gets a hold of him. Whips him to Team Texas corner. Running knees to the midsection. So Boston Connor. From Killer, there's another stomp. And boots right to the face. Killer bounces off the ropes. A face wash to Boston Connor, who rolls out center ring. Here's another pin attempt. Wow. AJ Hawk spoils the party. Killer goes after him, but nope. But he's got a steel chair. He's going to take it out on Boston Connor. Quickly disarm Terry Funk. Takes Boston Connor with a cheap shot. Both men miss their move. A crash and burn from Boston Connor. Killer whips him to Team Texas territory again. Another kick to the ribs. Here comes Psycho on the tag. And here comes a double team from the Texas Hangman. They're setting Boston Connor up here for the big fall. Here it is, the gallows. Oh, man. Right on the steel chairs. I don't believe it. 1, 2. Shut up. How in the hell did he power out of that? Don't believe it. Boston Connor smashed head first into the turnbuckle. A quick counter and escape from the corner. An attempt at a splash, but no dice. Whipped into the corner goes Boston Connor. Look who's got a steel chair. Swing and a miss. But the second time he caught the hit. Boston Connor is laid out. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. And Team Texas picks up the win here.
Time was 15 minutes and 32 seconds. And your winners, Terry Funk and the Texas Hangmen.
Boys, that was so pretty, I just damn near want to cry. That was awesome. What a performance from the Funker and the Texas Hangman. And man, the Toxic Table sure took a beating tonight. Well now. And there you see it on the replay. There's that chair shot that ended it, but the second fall. We'll be right back with our main event right after this.